Eternal misery and suffering for those wanting to build an underground bunker. A ginormous warehouse. Okay. At last we left off doing the exact same thing we've probably been doing for God knows how many times we've played this game. Scavenging for military crates. The Jimmy Buffetts. Unfortunately, every time I want to get back in and load the bunker, it gets worse and worse. I'm really hoping a update comes out soon that can use FPS plummet just a tad. We're good on inventory space. Let's drop some of these splitters here. Free up a little bit. We're gonna have to do some wiring here soon. The upkeep for this bunker is not going to be fun. I feel like it's going to be a bunker map today. We'll see. How did I know? Okay, you know the drill. Bunker map. Go for the boxes. I've been doing this for so long, I pretty much have it down to a formula. That Bob, huge. Gotta celebrate the victory that is finding a light bulb. Landmine popping off. Get familiar with this layout. Only one choke point here. So, gotta eliminate these guys. Escape. Oh, just. Cement. You know what? I should probably pick this up. It's kind of a pain to make cement. Also a pain to carry it, but I think we choose the lesser of two evils here. Come here, I want to show you guys something. This is a really cool area. Ready? Now, what this means for the lore, I'm not sure. But clearly there was a hole blown into what appears to be the foundation. And you can kind of see underneath. It's a grate. Almost like a maintenance tunnel of sorts, but look at this. It's highly radiated. Hunter suit, dead bodies, and human bones. Ceiling on top. So I don't know what. I mean, I guess it's implied that the radiation would have killed these guys, and that some of these corpses are fresher than the others, apparently. Evidently. But how do these guys, like, why were they here? My only guess is that they were getting chased or something. So they ran to hide out here and they died to radiation. I'm not entirely sure. We're so close to piecing together like what happened here. Because obviously it's a bunch of people. And we assume it's radiation. Just don't know why they stayed here. How they got in. They must have ran through here. Would it make more sense if they had fallen in a hole or just a little piece of information, some more evidence. But as far as I know, this is the only place you could find human bones that don't belong to you. So we pick them up when we can. Figure out some way to use it, decorating wise. Also, just burn them, but you know my creative mind. I gotta find a way to use them. Burning them would be a waste. Yeah, I can't pick up his gun. Can't pick up his ammo, no. Good enough. Okay, so far I think we're good. Not too many enemies come out though. So easy to believe there's still some more. But as of right now, it's quiet. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Double mines, lovely. Foot gun parts. These are fairly rare actually. Some footsteps. Huh? Oh. Can't see nothing now. It's my flashlight. Many times I get caught off guard because I didn't reload my gun. Happens way too often. It's entirely my fault. A real penalty to dying. Not in non-hardcore mode, so it doesn't really bother me. I do wish, however, there was some way to at least try to get them off of you. This inventory is completely cooked here. What happened? Where did our backpack go? What? Is there a small one? Hello? We had a small backpack in our pockets and now it's gone. Why did I get equipped over here? Or max weight? What? Oh, because we put all this stuff here. Sometimes, man, this game. Just... Bruh. What is happening? Can I not just put this backpack here now? Thank you. Jesus. There we go. What an entire ordeal that was. Usually you're just able to shift click all your gear back in your inventory, but for whatever reason did this. I get to spend time doing the fun part, reorganizing everything. Should have got a bone to your name as well. Okay, we're good. Just need to hotkey this stuff again. That's 3. That's 5. That's 4. Back to the grill again. The grill again. Pretend like that didn't happen. Hour of editing. To see the inventory management kerfuffle. These two mines here. Walk in between them. Ooh. don't get the exoskeleton part, the broken military uniform, but we do get the large duffel bag. Large backpack, best backpack in the game. I mean, we already have quite a few of those, but it's nice to have more, who knows? Maybe I can incorporate another one? Wow, wow, wee wah. Two in the same room, huh? Well, I'm more interested in these military boxes. Come on. How many military boxes are too many military boxes? Having too many large backpacks doesn't do much for you, but having too many large crates, well, you always find use for those. Grenade. I suppose I should use those more often. I don't really use them at all. Just been hoarding them. Like, they're fairly rare. A lot of the enemies of the bunker are pretty quick, and you're better off pretty much just shooting them as opposed to waiting for a grenade to do its job. One bites the dust. Another one gone. Another one gone. Another one steps on a landmine. I'm not done one. The next one in line for the landmine. We're like max capacity on our exoskeleton. I think we should just head back and drop off all our crates. For the wrong way. Yeah. All else fails, just follow the trail of corpses. All this stuff. Find space just to deposit all this, but all I'm left with is a bunch of stuff I have to sort through. Not going to be fun. But after completing this giant warehouse, I'll be damn surprised if somehow we don't have enough storage for all this stuff. Let's find or start another large military crate to deposit all of the other military crates. And I suppose we should also find some room for these human bones. Very questionable chest filled with human remains. Look at all that. That was like one inventory's worth of weight. And with most of us being best in slot gear to be carrying all this stuff, that's pretty nutty. Free crate, free crate. Where can I find an empty crate? Nowhere, apparently. Okay. Let's go ahead and deposit all these. Ask questions. They're just there for display. Yeah, who are you to judge what I do with these human remains? Just many car batteries. I really don't want to set these up. I don't really need to at this point. We have quite a bit already linked together outside. Oh, I don't really feel like going back to the bunker. I think the siren's about to go off soon. We don't have any buffets, so I guess we can take this time to actually lay down some small grates. Show you the process for those. First, we actually have to find them. They're pretty good. And they're not great for storage in terms of like capacity. It certainly gets outclassed by a lot of others, but the nature of the fact that it's 6.3 kgs, it only takes up 2 slots. I'd say it's probably your best bang for buck in terms of tiny storage containers. We have a decent haul here. Let's start setting them up. This whole aisle to do. Let's start. Most frustrating part is starting it. Then continuing the chain is fairly easy. Just want to make this as even as possible so that both sides have an equal amount of space. You want to go slightly far in, but not too far in. We'll check the other side. Make sure it's about as symmetrical and as even as possible. Just gotta find the sweet spot here. You know what? I think that's not too shabby. There's about this much of a gap on that side. About this one looks a little bit more towards the right. Can I have this box a little deeper in the back? Just gotta find. If that's any better. I'd say so. It's much better, I think. That's pretty darn even. We need some sustenance. We have none. I guess we could take advantage of the produce we've been growing and storing. It doesn't expire, so can munch a bunch. Ah, yes, the sounds of eating produce. Isn't it? Doesn't it sound so good? ASMR for the soul. And we're gonna need some water. Go ahead and chug a water bottle. Let's make it 3. And 3 extra plastic. You'd love to see that. I wonder if there'll ever be plans for you to be able to build a well in the front of your bunker. Or maybe the dev thinks it'll be too easy. Because it could be an interesting concept if you had like a broken well or something, you'd have to repair it. So you wouldn't have access to it right away. But eventually, through like some late game means, perhaps you could. some food for that. Pretty much what I can offer in these trying times. It's pretty much all I can offer in these trying times. It's one thing to just complain or raise a fuss about certain elements of a game. It's another to actually offer some constructive feedback and criticism. How many times have you heard somebody go, "Oh man, this game sucks. Why does this happen? Why can't it be something like this?" And then go into it. Explain what would make the game better. You never know. Dev could be listening. Or chances are your opinion's already been shared to the dev from other people. I'm sure you're not the only one who has thought of how to improve the game. Oh, the dev might even know. And is probably working on it as you speak. Do your best to line this up as best you can. As long as we don't have some kind of misery bunker inspector to come along and measure the lengths of the gaps between these crates, I think we'll be okay. As long as it's not something too egregious and off-putting in terms of symmetry, I think we can get away with it. Otherwise, you'd have to meticulously set this up, and who knows how much editing I'd have to do. How many hours I'd have in the game. How many more hours I'd have in the game. Setting all this up. Trying to be as perfect as I possibly can. Right down this aisle. I'm interested to know. I guess not that interested because I haven't actually searched for it on YouTube, but if anybody knows if there's anybody else crazy enough to kind of undertake this challenge or something similar, let me know. I'd like to see it. I mean, it'd be somewhat arrogant to say that I'm the only one crazy enough to build an insane bunker. I'm sure somebody out there is, at the very least, done it themselves. It's just probably not on YouTube. Okay, why can't I place this one here? Okay, that's kind of ugly. I can't see nothing. It's so dark. You know, if I could, I actually would have built the lights first. It would be the best for what we're doing. Unfortunately, we're bottlenecked by all power and lamps / light bulbs, so it's not the case. The lights will have to come last. Who knows how long we've been waiting for light bulbs and the like. Plastic and light bulbs, the lack thereof, is the main reason why I'm doing this in the dark. What do you tell the dev? Make plastic viable, please. These solar panels. I probably could take advantage of how many doors we have here and just build like dwarf generators. You were waiting for this game stream? Oh, you got it. It's the same for the other guy. It was the YouTube side of things looking for this. I feel kind of bad. I told him 8 o'clock. I'll still like to stream this game at 8, but so he didn't stick around long enough to know to hear that I was going to do this like right after the Bergman Gnome stream. Yeah, I can't continue this any further. This is so dark. There's no way I'd be able to tell if anything's accurately placed or even close to symmetric. Anyways, the new day started, so I think there's an opportunity to get some more buffets. Look at this. It's like pitch dark out here. Absolutely pitch black. I don't know if there's any. I don't think there's a brightness setting. Oh my goodness. Bunker again. I don't know if I'm for this. Oh, there's military grates down here for sure. So we get them while they're hot. Shame the flask doesn't give you plastic. Just one scrap. Something on the other side of this wall. God, I don't have to deal with it. Oh, okay. Be taking pot shots from up top. As far as I know, I don't think anything can fall down this hole and try to grab me, but I really want to take that chance. I think we just get out of here. Free HP, I love to see it. Last. So useless to me. That plastic, I'd be a lot more excited. The wood's alright though. I feel like a huge overabundance in glass. And there's no really good way to use it other than to craft vodka, I guess. But come on, big money plastic. Yeah, well, it's not glass. That's all we can ask for at this point. Pretty much out of ammo for our main guns. We're gonna have to switch to the Kippers here. Don't exactly feel confident putting my life in the hands of a Kippers in a bunker, but it's too lazy to go make more ammo. Rup. 21 bullets in the magazine. Feeling like the Scar H from Modern Warfare 2. Okay, we're back. Anxiety is worn off. Oh, where the Shrieker went. Just ran back. We're still suffering from this glitch. After reloading the Kippers, you have to swap it out and swap it back in to be able to shoot the gun. How many times has that killed me? How many times has that killed anybody in this game? Imagine quite a few times. This is the jackpot of small military boxes. This is what dreams are made of right there. And 10 plastic? Oh my goodness. This one clip alone. This one little 10-second clip of that plastic and that military crates made this entire journey here worth it. If every bunker was like this, I would never complain about a bunker. Max stack plastic. That's half a solar panel right there. And you add the military boxes to the mix. And baby, you got a stew going. We're pretty much full. Those military boxes cleaned out our inventory space and weight, so it's a very good haul. Honestly, don't know what I'm more excited about. All those military crates or the plastic? Good question. It's the plastic for sure. Military boxes you can find the plastic, a max stack plastic. Those are what dreams are made of. Where'd this guy come from? I don't know if we have enough ammo to deal with this guy. 22 should be enough. 22? Oh man. Another zombie here? I don't think this is the right way. Can't be. Thought it was. Were we already down here? Yeah, we were. So then where are we going? We came from one way. And coming through here, there's new enemies for some reason. Huh. So this is the wrong way. Did we come from here? It had to be this direction at this point. So confused. I understand the general layout of certain rooms, but when I start putting them close together, side by side like this, very easy to mistake one for the other. People use glow sticks, probably what they were intended for in this game, but I can't be bothered to clog my inventory full of glow sticks. Okay, now these are wooden boxes I didn't open. I don't think this is the right way either. Dead end. I actually have no idea where we're at. Okay, we didn't come here yet. This is the wrong way. Okay. Maybe this is the way I see. Some corpses here. This is where we got the small military crates. This is the wrong way here. Wait, for a fact, we did come from here, from here, from here, and then we get to the point here. And then let's see that we go left or right. We go left. This looks familiar. Then we came across some new things that we didn't see before. Here we go. Jeez. That's all comes down to the RNG generation of the map. Sometimes you run into a bunker where they put 3 areas, the exact same ones, side by side by side, and that gets you more hectic. Luckily, you're able to use my elite game knowledge to figure out what I did pick up, and obviously you can see the corpses. It's a mixture of missing things that you've picked up, so you know. I'll explain it. If you're smart, you're able to use the trail of corpses and missing boxes and other things you've already picked up as an indicator that you've already been there. So if you've seen a military crate you could have sworn you picked up, the chances are you're in a duplicate area you didn't explore. Go to deposit our massive hoard of plastic 2 away from another solar panel. That's good. Can power off like half a row of lights here. Do another dump of military boxes down here. Frames are taking a hit again. Might have to reload the save. Okay. Let's go dump our resources off at the advanced crafting bench. Surprised how heavy this stuff gets. 9 scrap is almost 5 kg. How quickly it starts to add up. When you consider that 10 scrap is essentially the same amount of weight as a small crate. Wish there was a way to put like placeholders in your inventory. So, for example, me reloading a magazine, swapping out for another one, put it right back to where it was, as opposed to having to get flung over here and then me having to manually sort it back there. I'm gonna nuke those roaches. A long time since I've seen an empty microwave. Usually I have a stockpile of those roaches, but we hungry. Suppose it's time to top off the little wheat farm here. Before we do that, let's just do a quick save and reload so we can get our frames back. At least you got a 9-day difference here. I can only assume it's the fact that there's so many loose items on the ground. I don't know how much of it is the loose items and how much of it is the loose items or the fact that we have so many placeable objects in our bunker. More than likely it's a combination of both, and it is seriously stressing our frames out. Didn't really seem like it helped out much. Alright. Harvest this wheat. and start cooking it into some flour. I have this down to pretty much a science as well. You fill it about 3 rows deep. You don't have to worry about it getting stuck like here. We just leave that there for now. Learn out the hard way. Otherwise, we're gonna have to disassemble this. This is purely just maximizing space, fitting a large crop underneath, fitting a large crop on top of a chemical table. We use to turn our wheat into flour, saves us some space. Fortunately, not stacking these two is only possible if you remove the top of the bunker. I mean, it looks like you can build it, but for whatever reason, doesn't allow you to. You need to actually remove this part, so. Yeah, that's all the wheat collected. All it's left to do now, turn them into flour, and then bread. These microwaves going. Now, if you really wanted to speed this up, you'd build a whole row of like ovens, but unless you have time for that, setting up cables and power sources devoted to ovens. I think microwaves, for the time being, are the most efficient and broken way of doing this. It is until they actually do what the text tool says they are going to do, require a power source. So as of right now, and hopefully for the foreseeable future, the microwave does not take any power whatsoever. When I found out how broken that was, you know I had to explore. Okay, all microwaves on deck. Full blast, full send. Plus we can do a drop off. Get this bread out of here. Because I don't think we can take all the bread we have there in one fell swoop. We have to make at least 2 trips. I tweak the audio, the sound effects and whatnot. A lot of everything down, but some still sound as loud as they were before. So maybe some of those sound effects and audio is not affected by the sound settings, which you'd expect for an older game. Not really this one, but again, hopefully it gets fixed. $100 worth of bread. Which commodity that is. I'm going to take some of the items here that are actually beneficial for us at the moment and just leave the ones we don't really need. Collection of car batteries we have going on here is quite remarkable. Just can't resist picking them up. You never know. Maybe we'll get around to actually chaining a ton of batteries together, as opposed to the ones we just have now. Some water here, aka plastic. Try a couple of these, we'll have enough for another solar panel. That's about everything here that's useful to us. Bring it back inside. It's so dark up here. Some kind of lighting going on. Deposit some water bottles there. Let's back off to conserve power, especially the amount of chemical tables we have going on right now. This is glitched. I can't even see the input and output. The more stress we put on this game, the more glitchy it becomes. Audio starts missing. Things don't work properly. It was a real mess. Another 10 iron bar. Actually, might not even have it on hand. I think we're gonna have to craft it. Shouldn't take too long. About the amount of scrap we have. To the incinerator and beyond. Some more of our electrical equipment here. At this point, I might as well be an actual electrician IRL. Why are you eating so much bread? Because that's what I'm making. Anybody remember that meme? I wonder how many memes have died off in terms of recognition. Just goes into some kind of meme void. Effort to return to the ether. They say a human being dies twice. Once when they physically die, and the last time their name is uttered. I imagine that's the same for the meme. Last time you bring up that meme, I think that meme is truly dead. But I figured there's so many people in the world. It'd be near impossible for a meme to die. Somebody somewhat out there is quoting one. Just goes to show you, memes will never die. Still plenty of folk out there that still remember the advice animal memes, the Bad Luck Brian. Hell, the Bad Luck Brian guy actually made a website capitalizing and selling merch. Is that sad? No. I ain't gonna lie. But, yeah, pays the bills. I would have wondered, what it'd be like to capture some kind of internet fame or success, even in, like, small dosage. Bread stonks are absolutely rising. And this middle mouse scroll doesn't scroll. I want to cry. Got all this loot. It's like a drug deal. Large duffel bags full of money. Big deal happening. The underground bread trade. I sell you 10 kilos of bread. There are iron bars now. Time to get our solar panel. JK. Missing scrap. Oh my. Let's get this glass out of here. Realize just how resource intensive it is, not just for plastic. 30 scrap, it's no joke either. Fortunately, you can buy it. But if you couldn't, imagine. Finally. We can craft it. I'm going to have to. I hate this glitch too. I'd like to be able to shift click these into here, because there is space here. There's no space in my first inventory, so. Anyways, let's just clear this up. Almost a perfect amount of space to do this. All the little crates go on the right, all the big ones on the left. Not an ounce of storage wasted. It's like Christmas myrrh. Snow inside the warehouse. Suppose we should take advantage of the daytime here. Get more of these small crates going. Up. And being so difficult. one little spot where this goes green. Good luck hitting it. Yeah. Are we out of small crates already? Can't be. Every time I come back out of haul of these things, I think, oh man, we have so many. And then I go through them in quick fashion. I'm just surprised how little they last. We are going to need a ton more. At the very least, we have enough to finish this aisle. Which is pretty good progress for this episode. Didn't pick up a single buffet. We got some crates down. The mercy of the game's map generation, and for whatever reason, they decided to give us bunkers upon bunkers, so... A true survivor, we take what the world gives us. There you have it. All of our little crates have now been used. This side of the aisle is complete. So, just a little bit more here for these two aisles. We'll have finished just about half of this. Yeah. What makes the most sense is if we just keep looking for the furniture, the buffets, the crates, until we have fully completed this entire space. And hopefully, in between us collecting all those, we will come across more plastic, more lamps, and more cables. After all of this is finished, we can route the power. We'll light it up. That makes the most sense. Just have to hope that the game goes along with our plans as well. And that in mind, Siren will usher off a new day and a new stream. We're going to finish up here. We will be back again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're planning on watching some more of this Misery playthrough. Until then, I want to say thanks for watching. Appreciate the support that the Misery long form content is getting. And we'll talk to you guys again soon.